Hello and welcome to the Inspired Living with Ellen Broderick podcast. I'm your host, and today I'm going to share a longer poem with you, but the meditation will not be too long. Um, and it's a poem that I've shared in part in the past, but I wanted to bring it back and share the whole thing. And we'll do a little coherent breathing to get into this meditation, and then I'll share the poem. We'll have a little silence, and we'll come back out again. So close your eyes or give a soft gaze downward and allow your stance to be erect, but also comfortable, at ease. And come to your breath. And we will all breathe out together and then breathe in. And breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in with ease. And breathing out with ease. Nice and relaxed as you breathe in. And continuing to be relaxed as you breathe out. Breathing in, crown of head. And breathing out, bring your attention to the base of the spine. Breathing in, attention goes to the crown of the head. And breathing out to the base of the spine. Breathing in. And breathing out. What would it feel like to trust the universe? What would it feel like to have no fear of the future? What if I could stride forward with confidence and faith, knowing that whatever comes is medicine, assured that I will be equal to whatever task arises, or at least give it a good try? What if the waves of change and destruction can be met with interest, free from anxiety? What if death is not to be feared? What if there is a path through the pain, a shining trail through the darkness that can always be found by asking and blazed with a light from within? What if I could face a dark cloud of imminent doom with equanimity? What if I could see the people vying to control the world as aspects of the world's mind, unwilling to admit their tiny specks of power are actually minute particles in a vastness that can never be tamed? What would it feel like to lean into the future, grinning, like leaning into a strong, wild wind with arms spread wide and hair whipping everywhere, letting the forces that guide us have their way? What would it feel like to really trust the universe? Bringing your attention to your breath and noticing as the breath enters the body, and noticing as the breath leaves the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking two more breaths. And then coming back together, opening your eyes when you're ready. I find myself coming back to this particular poem quite often right now. It reminds me a little, in a much more specific way, of the poem by John O'Donohue, in which he says, "I would love to live as the river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding." I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you again next week for the Inspired Living with Ellen Broderick podcast.